Hey, this is WhyBeAre with BeamNG.drive, and today we're going to be taking a look at a map called Grand Canyon, which is already loaded up right here. So let's go ahead and get a vehicle that's appropriate for this map, and I want an off-road vehicle. So let's do the V8 four-wheel drive Sheriff off-road SUV, because I don't use this one that often. So right off the bat, you can either go left or right, or you can go behind you into the gas station. I want to go left in this situation, though. And one thing I want to point out right off the bat that's kind of funny as well is that texture on that building can get a little crazy at the right location. So if we back this up to about, let's say here, and then if we look left and right, you see the side of that building looks like it's some kind of dance hall or something, the way the texture shifts around like that. It's because it repeats so much, and there's just one color that kind of stands out when you have the camera at a certain location, so it just looks kind of crazy right here. Hopefully it still looks like that on YouTube. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because YouTube's encoding kind of killed that. Anyways, though, let's move on. And we can actually get close to the building, and you see it does just look like normal brick once you get up close enough to it. And I'm going to go around the building over here, which is one of the reasons I wanted the off-road abilities of this vehicle, so we could do something like this without having to worry. And now I got to get back onto the road, which is easier said than done, because this is actually an easy spot to pop your tires. Careful. Perfect. And now let's go back off the road, because actually it's kind of fun to drive on this side of the road right here, because it works as like a suspension test for an off-roader. Like, it's not somewhere where I think I'm going to get stuck or flip over, really, but it has a lot of bumps and stuff for you to really kind of bounce around, which is always fun to do with an off-road vehicle like this one. Another reason why I chose the off-roader. And you saw there was another road I could have went down. I will be going down that later on, I promise, but right now it is time to do this road first. And right here, it's starting to get a little more difficult to stay on the outside of the road going over all the bumps. Like, I don't even know if I can make it up this part. Oh, goodness, this is bad. This is bad. I'm going to flip over or something. Oh, wait, we're good. I thought I was going to flip over for a second, but we are fine. But yeah, I like driving along the edge of the road on this map, which sounds really strange, but it just works really good when you have an off-road vehicle. No! Until you get stuck. All right. The Sheriff off-roader, I should point out, is not as powerful as the normal off-roader, if I remember correctly. So I think if I had the normal one, it would have been able to make that. Now we can drive on the road a little bit. You can see the road's pretty smooth and easy. You could do just about any car on this road. We also have a building over here, and I'm not exactly sure what the building's supposed to be. Like, I see this giant tower over here, right? So I think maybe it's like some sort of air traffic control center or something, but it would be the ugliest looking air traffic control center ever. It's just like this shack that's boarded up and stuff. So maybe it's an abandoned one. I don't know. And maybe it's something that's actually at the Grand Canyon, and I'm looking like an idiot because I don't realize what it is because I didn't do any research on the real Grand Canyon, but I didn't think it was really that specifically based on the Grand Canyon. Maybe it was, I don't know. Anyways, let's keep driving, and I think I might have damaged my suspension a little bit doing all that off-roading because it feels like the car is pulling a little bit to the right. Oh, God. Oh! That is how you fear for your life. Right there, we almost fell off the edge. You know what, though? We should fall off the edge. Reset right here so I could come back up afterwards, and then whoopsie! Worth it! That was totally worth it. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue along this road, which actually will eventually go downhill. I know it doesn't look like it, but it will. And you see that jump? We'll be coming back to that later. I promise. I wanted to save the best for last, and that jump is some crazy stuff, man. There's actually a couple of jumps, so you'll see the other one as well later on. If you read the description for the map, you would know that, though. I should have read it to you, but I didn't, because I forgot. You know, since there's not much off-roading locations here, I might want to change the vehicle up to something different. Tell you what, I'll just fly into this next corner at full speed and see what happens, and then we'll change the vehicle. So we'll go like this. Come on, ride the wall. Nope, nope, nope. Into the hole. See, I was wondering if we could kind of ride the wall and then make it through the corner in some crazy, amazing way. Nah, didn't happen. It was worth a shot. You can see the skid marks I left on the wall. All right, so let's bring the car up a bit so we could actually do that corner properly and switch it out for a vehicle that's made for cornering. Like, how about the all-wheel steering version of the Ibishu Pessima? That's actually kind of like a middle-of-the-road car, which is not what I usually use. Usually I use either the slowest or the fastest. So there you go. Here's a middle-of-the-road car. So we'll slow down a lot here because this is a tight corner. And I'm not worried about staying specifically in my lane. I'm just worried about staying on the road. And we just bottomed out right there and almost popped our bumper off. That is a steep corner. Also, you'll notice that there's something a little off about this road where your tires clip through the ground, but you can still drive perfectly fine. It's like the road is floating above the actual road, if that makes any sense. That is super steep. I almost bottomed out again. I just had to check that again. So you know what? Stay on the right side of the road here when you're coming down this way, and the left side when you're going up, because it's a lot smoother there. Anyways, continuing along. Flying through here is 60, 70, 80 miles per hour. We're going to have to slow down soon, though, because we got some corners coming up, and I do not want to fall off. We got to slow down more. I don't want to fall off, I said. That was, like, scary. Make it nice and slow right there. There we go. That feels a lot safer and a lot better. All right, now we floor it, get it up to almost 100, and then we're going to slam on the brakes. Here. I think I slammed on the brakes a little early, but... you know, I don't want to fall off at the moment. We can fall off on the way back up, because this will come to a dead end eventually. Actually, we should fall off from the very top. That's the best place to fall off. And you notice there are parts where the road is actually kind of floating above the rocks. So if you just kind of make one mistake either on the left or right, you can fall. Like right here, for example, if I fell off the road, you are falling off the road. So it's like a bridge, basically, but it doesn't have any supports. I wonder if they'll be added in a future version. I don't know. Possible. Anyways, I think this is about the end of the road. We have like a parking lot and some big old office buildings or something right here. Or a hotel, maybe. I don't know what it's supposed to be for sure, but they're there. You can pull up your car and say hello. You know, these people, they look kind of short if this is the size of the doors, don't they? Like, that seems a little short. I don't know. Can we drive under that? The opening? Oh, maybe it's because of the way the ground is. Like, maybe the ground's kind of encroaching on the building itself. You notice the buildings aren't exactly sitting on the ground. They float a bit. See, now it feels a little bit better on these ones. That's much better feeling. Now they feel like it's a normal height. So now we got to make our way back up, and we could go ahead and swap out the vehicle for something a little bit different. How about we swap for... Let's go with a mid-range Barstow. So like a 353 V8 Road Sport. That's a pretty mid-range version. And I want it in orange. It's going to be a weird color, isn't it? Oh, that's actually decent. That's not bad. Probably should have chose a better handling vehicle for this, but... well, I wanted to fall anyways, so if I accidentally fall, hey, it just happened. I fell. I wanted to fall. It's a success. Oh, goodness. I don't want to fall yet, though. Gotta get a little bit higher first, like at least to that first really tight corner. Yeah, this thing likes to spin the wheels, man, because I'm just trying to floor it the whole way. Like, I can't be doing that with this car. We don't have enough traction. Gotta come on to the power gently. Alright, so we're gonna just fly off this thing. We're not even gonna slow down. We're just gonna full throttle the whole way and try to make it like this. And goodbye. You can kind of see what the canyon itself looks like. And into the water. And now we gotta bring the car back up. So let's go ahead and do that. I know I could just teleport to the start, but I like driving it. This is actually a pleasant road to drive on. It has lots of like good corners on it and stuff. Let's put the headlights on. It's kind of dark. Helps a little bit. I can see it on the wall. You know, I don't know if this map has time of day or not. If it does, I should disable it, because if I'm halfway through the video and it gets really dark, that's always inconvenient. I'm gonna hope it doesn't, and if it gets dark, I'll just change the time later. Oh, giving me a heart attack. That is too close, man. Way too close. Oh, I'm doing it again. Oh, like literally inches from falling off the edge because I'm giving it way too much power. I think this manual transmission is not doing me any good because it keeps shifting and then I keep getting the wheel spin right after the shifts. I think I should actually do real manual mode, you know? Alright, let's just fly off of this without a care. Just whoop! Into the same hole! That was unexpected, but okay. Bring it back up. Flip it over, reset it, get it good to go, and let's go in reverse. Let's not go in reverse. We're falling off the cliff. After I get this thing spun around, I'm gonna put it to manual mode. There we go. Now I could just shift into third and go full throttle, and I don't have to worry about having to do half throttle. That's so lazy, I know, but hey, it works. It just makes it easier, so I don't have to worry about like actually driving real carefully. You know, now I just shift soon at a lower RPM, and I could just hold down the gas pedal. That is. I just realized this color matches the mountains really well. Is this how orange the Grand Canyon is? I would say it's pretty close. Are we gonna fall accidentally? No. Are we gonna fall intentionally? Yes! See, I'm just trying to show off all the different places you can fall off on this map. Just because there are a lot of cool places to crash. You know, that's why I'm showing all these places that you can jump off the map. Because you have different looking crashes all the time. Like that one, it just crushed the whole roof in, and actually it'll still drive almost. For some reason, like the suspension is banging about over here, I think. I don't know how it's doing that. Go ahead and reset it though, because we ain't going nowhere with that. And just shift right into third, don't care. Upshift already. I don't know how many speed this thing is. I think it might be a 4-speed. It is. So that's my top gear right there. Oh, got an idea. Let's go into this area and then fly off the edge. Alright. And then we're just gonna go right along here like so. There we go. That actually worked a little bit. Oh, but I'm stuck. The car still works, I'm just stuck. Okay, we'll place it right here and keep on going. So we'll just go to back where we started, actually. We're almost there. Although this car's not driving straight. We're gonna make it though. We're gonna make it somehow. We're gonna make it. I swear to you, we're gonna 360 this thing and we're gonna, oh no. We ain't gonna make it now. Let's go ahead and change up the car again. So how about we use the Hirochi Sunburst 2.0 all-wheel drive Sport S Gendarmerie package, which is the police in some other country. I want to say it was the French police, but I don't remember for certain. You know, if I read the description, it probably said what country it was from, so you'd be like, you were probably watching this thing, WhyBeAre, you idiot. If you just read it, you would know it's the Italian police or something. But I want to say it was French police. Anyways, there was this road I talked about earlier and then proceeded to crash into just a minute ago. Go ahead and drive down this. It's another dead-end road, but this one is not as long as the other one, so we can go to the end and back pretty fast. Now, these buildings you see off to the side, I don't recognize them from anywhere, so I want to say that they're custom buildings for this map, and they look pretty cool, actually. I like the way they look. They have a nice style to them. And we have other buildings over here, which I think, once again, are custom buildings, because once again, I don't recognize that design from any other map. That one was floating a little bit, you saw, though. All right, let's go ahead and make our way up this dirt road right here, which is why I wanted something with all-wheel drive. Although we probably needed some ground clearance, too. Come on. Come on. Oh, my goodness, it barely made it. Part of it was my poor shifting. I just stayed in second way too long. So anyways, we just have one more house up here. And the owner of this house, he must have an off-road vehicle. He really must have an off-road vehicle to be able to get up here easily enough. There we go. And we park our off-road vehicle right here. This one was just barely enough, really, to make it. All right, let's go ahead and go back down, make our way back. And if you remember correctly, this is actually where we fell off the cliff a bit ago, kind of. Oh, my front bumper just flew off for no reason, it looked like. It just kind of, I give up. I'm done being a bumper. We have like a little loop right here, almost a court kind of thing. We'll just drive along. Now, the other houses you see off to the right, those ones you have to get from a different direction. And I'll try to remember to do that, but they're kind of in an odd location. So if I forget, that's what they look like. I'll try to remember, though. Anyways, if we take a right up here, we'll be back where we started. And then we could go ahead and go... Oh, no! I hit the little lip. You could just barely make out the fact that there's a lip right there, and wow, it really hurt my car. There, now you can see the lip pretty good right there. There's a lip right there. That is what took out my car. So we're just gonna go real slow over it, and now we go. And then right about here is where we started. So this is what would happen if we went to the right instead of the left. And this is the fun area, I should point out. And then right here, this is actually basically a loop that'll go around to itself. So you can go either direction. I'm gonna go to the left though, because that's the way I tested things out earlier. So I kind of know the course going from this direction. And we'll stick in this car. I think it's a pretty cool car. Totally not a car you would see at the Grand Canyon though. But it looks cool. Hey, you know what? I wonder, can we fit our car into there? Oh, this is so dumb. Squeeze! There we go. Yeah, we can. I think I'm stuck though. Nope, we can even unstuck ourselves. Perfect. All right, now let's just let's charge our way to the jump. Because you see me fall off of a bunch of places already. Although this is a pretty good place to fall off. All right, we'll do one more fall off right about here. That's why I wanted to fall off of there. It's just this really big bridge. Let it fall all the way up. Car's on fire. Now it's not. All right, now we'll just make our way directly to the jump so you can see the jump. Just got to give me a second to get all the way up. And since we have to respawn the car, we might as well change it up to a different one. So let's go ahead and go with something that'll get there really fast, like the SBR4. It's funny that the fire came back after we came out of the water. I never noticed it would do that. I'm going the right way, right? Yeah, I am. I'm pretty sure. I saw a building and it was a different looking location, I think. So right now we're going about 100 miles per hour, which is a little too fast. I'm going to slow it down just a bit through these corners. Especially this one will go. Whoa! We're good. I tapped it, but it's still driving. I don't know if it's driving quite straight though. No, it is slightly pulling to the right, I believe. Oh man, this is a bumpy road when you're going 120 miles per hour or so. You're like bouncing a lot. We need to slow down quite a bit here if I remember correctly, because we can kind of fly off the road if we don't. Oh, this is the part. This is the part where you can fly off the road. I got my locations ever so slightly mixed up. Right side up. Come on. Come on. Ah, so close. All right, let's just move it over here and keep going. Mistake happened, unfortunately. I should put this thing to automatic. There we go. Arcade automatic. Because with the dual clutch, there's no need for me to shift it. That's a good manual. The other one was a bad manual. So over here we do have one thing I'll take a look at before we get to the jump. It's actually kind of cool. It's like a little stunt course. Probably not the best vehicle to be doing a stunt course with because we'll bottom out so hard. Oh my goodness. You just hear the turbo going like I can't do the sound, but you heard it. That was funny. I still in here that we have like this stunt course. I don't know. It's like supposed to be an arena or something, I guess. Anyways, we go real careful through here. I don't want to do anything stupid with this car. Kind of reminds me of like an RC car course. Whoops. Goodbye, bumper. This is the stupid turbo. It makes all these noises. That was too slow. Oh, no. I need to get a better vehicle so I can actually just go through this fast. Like what I need is something big like this. This is big. Now I could really just go through this. Question is, do I have enough area to get up to speed with such a massive vehicle? Let's find out. I want to jump this and land on the second section. There we go. That was clean. Oh, this is so much better. I should have changed at the very start. Like it was made for this thing. Beautiful. Whoa! Doing the stoppy right quick. And then over here it looks like it's, oh, wait a minute. It just hit me. Maybe this is like a slalom. My vehicle is too long for this, though. Can I switch back to the other vehicle? Like, it just hit me that this might be supposed to be like a slalom like this. I thought earlier it was just unfinished, but then I realized, you know what? It could be that. So if it is, boom, we just did it in the wrong direction. Well, actually, maybe you're supposed to do it in both ways. I don't know for sure. And then we can be complete with that and exit out this way. Now, finally, on to the jump, which I promised to do a while ago, right? I know I keep teasing that jump. Just the jump. We're gonna get there eventually. Now we're really gonna get there because it's right around this corner, if I remember correctly. A little bit down the hill. I see it. I see the road. All right, so we'll stop right here. Switch out the car. Now, I need to just show you how fast of a car you need for this. So I'm going to use a fast car, but we're not going to make it, just to prove a point. I'm going to use, well, let's not use the Barstow race, drag race edition. Let's use the, where is it? Moonhawk. There it is. Moonhawk drag edition. And even with this one, which makes like 1,200 horsepower or something like that, it's not quite going to make this jump. Especially if I forget to modify the vehicle, because I do want to change out the front tires to be a little bit wider ones, because these ones are so thin that they'll blow out while we're driving along. So I'm just going to throw on some nice fat tires to make it a little bit more durable. So let's do the race 245s that are already on that. That should be fine, which does slow the car down a little bit, but not enough for it to make a difference. Like, we're still going to go 150 miles per hour through this. The only difference is right about here, the tires will both blow out really harshly. With the racing ones, only one of them blew out, and we keep going. The other one just blew out at the very top, but we hit that at a good speed, 160 miles per hour, but it's like there's not a chance. It just doesn't look like there's a chance of that happening with the regular drag car. So I brought back a vehicle I used in the past, sort of. It's a different version of the same idea by a different person. And if you're paying close attention earlier, you might have actually already saw it when I was picking the V8 four-wheel drive Sheriff off-road. There is a Romer V8 rear-wheel drive wheelie monster. We're going to be using basically that, but we're going to be using the D-Series version just because I want to use a D-Series pickup. I just like the pickup as a wheelie vehicle. And this one, all you gotta do is make sure you don't hit the throttle so hard you accidentally do a wheelie like that when you don't want to. Because it is 5,000 horsepower, so it doesn't really have any issue with getting up to speed. So we'll just kind of cruise along like so. Floor it right there, and that was about 175 actual miles per hour. It's kind of hard to figure out the real speed because sometimes the tire speeds don't match up with the actual speed. But there we go, just like that, we have made the jump. And if you're wondering about going back the other way, it don't work that way. It just don't. I'll show you why real quickly because it doesn't take much time. First off, we might lag right here really bad sometimes. I don't know why, but with this truck, when I have skid marks, sometimes it'll lag right there. It didn't too bad though. It only dropped to like 30 frames per second. But right here, you see, boom, you hit the lip like that, and that's basically the max speed you're gonna get with any normal land vehicle. I mean, this one's not even really normal. It has 5,000 horsepower, but you saw it didn't have quite a chance. Also, the thumbnail has this little piece in the or on the thumbnail. So I kind of wanted to just drive over to that and show you how you'd get there in a regular manner. So it's basically you're driving along on this same road for the jump, and then you don't do the jump. So I'm going to grab a off-road capable vehicle, get it in the BeamNG orange. They really should name it that. Oh no! Put it in a terrible, terrible position. Fix that. So you would just pop off the road right here and then drive along, and then you'd get to there. I don't know if there'll eventually be a road to there or anything, because I don't know exactly what it's supposed to be, but we can definitely go there and see it. Maybe it's supposed to be like an observation deck that they actually have at the Grand Canyon. Again, I didn't look up pictures of the Grand Canyon. I really should have, shouldn't I? I don't know, but here it is. Then we could also drive off the edge if you wanted to, you know, just real careful driving off the edge right here. Like, just gently, and then, uh-oh. Pretty steep, isn't it? We're gonna be falling for a while. And boom. Reset the car because we've already done quite a few crashes this video, so I don't see the need in really paying close attention to that one. Now, let's make our way towards the next jump, which I think we can do. I think we can kind of just, there we go. I wasn't sure if we could transition onto the road like that, but it looked like it worked. Hey, you know what? Let's see a shortcut. Oh goodness, this is bad. Oh, we're good. Wait. Yes. No. Yes. Shortcut. Don't fail me now. All right. Almost. There we go. Okay. Now this road is kind of unusual. This is kind of like a, well, I'll explain it in a second. Let me just drive along it. You see there are some buildings to our side. Those are the normal stock buildings that are already in the game, as far as I can tell, so I'm not going to take a real close look at those. So you notice how it kind of meets back up on the road over here? It's just kind of like a little loop off of the main road. So for example, where we were previously was right here. That's the jump. And then we came, did this loop, and then we're right here. So we could have just went straight as well, which would actually have been faster. So the shortcut was not a shortcut really at all, probably. Anyways, on to the second jump, as I was saying earlier. 2 jumps. We're going to do them both. And this one, thankfully, you can do with quite a few stock vehicles, actually. It's still a pretty big jump, but the angles are a lot more forgiving, where you don't have to go as fast. So yeah, just wait for a bit as I drive along too there. Not exactly the closest destination. Gotta use kind of an awkward camera angle because I can't remember what's above each of the bumps and around each corner, so I have to have one that I can kind of see what's around and above. Alright, here is the first one. Or the, not the first one, the second one. And I'm going to go ahead and switch to a SBR4 twin turbo because I know this will make it without too much issue whatsoever. In fact, cars that are slower than it can also make it as well, I think, because you don't exactly have to floor it. You kind of just coast for a bit here and there, and you'll still be able to make it. So you want to hit this at about 100 miles per hour or so with this car to get a pretty clean landing. So that's about as clean as you can get, unfortunately. It's easy to make the jump, but actually land it and not destroy your car, I can't manage that one. Also, I'm not steering this. As you can tell, I have no front tires, so it's technically impossible. So that's that jump, and once again, it's not really makeable in the other direction, so I'm not even going to try it. Alright, now we'll just keep on driving and finish up this loop, and there's one more road I promised I would take a look at. I didn't forget about it. I remembered it. So if we keep driving along here, though, we'll eventually get back to where we started. We just kind of been following along this loop the whole time, and then looking at what offshoots from it every now and then, when there is something there. Here is another offshoot. That is the landing zone for one of the jumps. So you kind of already saw it technically before, and that's a landing zone for another jump, right? No, my bad. That one is not a landing zone. Excuse me. I am wrecking this car up trying to use the camera to look around. This is actually a runway where you could take off a plane. I forgot about the runway. And those hangar models look like they might be a custom model as well. Just for fun, we could just kind of fly off of this as if we were a plane. I believe I'm a plane! I believe I can fly! It's actually a really good place to jump from. Although it's a long way back when I have to teleport. Because I don't have a reset point in that direction, really. So we're just going to be coasting through the air for a while. I need like I need to have a song queued up whenever it's like we're just kind of waiting and I just play a song. That'd be so dumb, but it'd be kind of funny. It could just be a dumb song too, not like a real song or anything, just something dumb. So the next one is the other landing zone. See, I got it mixed up. I thought it was landing zone, runway almost. Actually, I kind of forgot about the runway entirely, more so than anything. Okay. Back here with my ruined car. We'll reset it. We'll switch it out one more time. Let's use something totally different. Let's use a cement mixer T-Series. So now we actually have to be careful. Oh, we're stuck in the ground a bit. Got to fix that. Bounce, bounce, jiggle, jiggle. Just to show you could use any vehicle you really wanted pretty much here. Oh, is it really pulling to the right, or did I just imagine that? No, this is pulling to the right. I have successfully damaged it where it's pulling to the right just from dropping it on the ground like that. How annoying. So there's the other landing zone, though. And I'm not going to show you that too much because you've already seen it. Don't tip on me. Oh, goodness. This thing wants to tip more when you turn left than right, it feels like, because of the damage. So here's another little offshoot, which is the last one. This is the one I mentioned earlier where you can kind of see buildings from the road. This thing does not want to turn left right now. It is something that what I did to it to damage it, that one just really ruined its ability to go left. Like, it wants to tip over super bad going left, but not much at all going to the right. I don't know what I did. I mean, all I did was drop it on the ground, right? But what exactly did I damage to make it so unstable? I don't know. Well, obviously, it's some part of the suspension. But I don't know if it was maybe it was like where the tire mounts, or maybe the suspension itself blown out. I don't know. So yeah, here are some buildings. These are custom models as far as I can tell. Never seen them before. As was that little loop section that I said might be like a viewing zone where you can walk out onto. See, now if I go left, it doesn't tip over. Like, I did a corner that tight last time and you saw it tip over. This one I didn't even really lean that hard. I don't know what I did to it, man, but I ruined it that one time. And then if we go to the other side here, it kind of has another road that you saw a second ago. Or wait, no, excuse me. If we go to the right here, we go along the same road we were on. Then if we go to the left, we go back to where we came. Get my locations mixed up. My apologies. Gotta make sure I hit these transitions right. Beautiful. And eventually we will be back where we started, and that will be the end of the video. We're gonna floor it. 60 miles per hour. Might tip over. Don't care, because we're gonna get there even if we tip over. Because we have momentum on our side and it's downhill. So until next time, this has been WhyBeAre. I'll see ya!